In dimensional formula, we consider m for mass, L for length, and T for time. These are the three basic or fundamental quantities which we consider to start the derived dimensional formulas. Derived dimensional formulas are those dimensional formulas which are combined, either multiply or divide by some basic dimensional formulas. For example, velocity is a derived formula because it is a ratio of displacement upon time. Displacement is a length, and L by T, this is equal to LT minus 1. Again, acceleration, velocity upon time, velocity LT minus 1 divided by T, it becomes acceleration LT minus 2. Force, Newton's second law, F is equal to ma, or it is also equal to tension. So m for mass, acceleration LT minus 2, so formula becomes mLT minus 2. Force multiplied by displacement becomes work, and if after putting the dimensional formula of force, we get the dimensional formula for work, ml square T minus 2, which is also equivalent to energy. Torque also has the same dimensional formula, F multiplied by the perpendicular distance, and that is same as that of work. But these two quantities are different, their SI units are different. Work has units of joule and torque has units of Newton meter. If work is divided by time, we call it as power, means rate of doing work is power, and after dividing time we get this formula ml square T minus 3. Pressure is thrust upon area, thrust is a force, and I got the formula ml minus 1 T minus 2. Also stress and pressure has the same dimensional formula. Surface tension is force per unit length. Length is cancelled by L, so finally I got the dimensional formula mt minus 2. Momentum pass into velocity mlt minus 1. Frequency 1 by t, t raised to power minus 1. Angular velocity or angular frequency is 2 pi f, or 2 and pi do not have the dimensional formula t minus 1. So these were the some of the common dimensional formulas. Now I am going to discuss with you is the dimensionless physical quantities. Remember that counting numbers do not have the dimensional formula. Angle, it is the ratio of arc upon radius, means length upon length, so no dimensional formula. Solid angle, area upon radius square, which again do not have the dimensional formula. T ratios, sine, cos, okay, so cos theta, sine theta, cos of angle, sine of angle, tangent of angle, secant, cosecant, or cotangent, they do not have the dimensional formula. Refractive index, sin I by sin R, T ratio is the ratio, they do not have the dimensional formula, so ratio again have do not dimensional formula. Coefficient of friction, it is a ratio of force of friction upon normal reaction. Force upon force, because normal reaction is also a force, so both dimensional formulas get cancelled, so coefficient of friction do not have the dimensional formula. Coefficient of restitution is defined as velocity of separation upon velocity of approach, means relative velocity after collision divided by relative velocity before collision. Velocity upon velocity, no dimensional formula. Relative density, it is the density of body divided by density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. Density divided by density, do not, they will get cancelled, means ml minus 3 divided by ml minus 3, so they do not have the dimensional formula. Strain, strain is the change in dimension upon original dimension, means change in length upon original length, change in area upon original area, change in volume upon original volume, change in diameter upon original diameter. So no change, so above and below same dimensional formula, so they get cancelled, so strain do not have the dimensional formula. Reynolds number, it is a counting number that defines the whether the fluid is either streamline or turbulent. Again it is a number, no dimensional formula. Efficiency is always output upon input, same physical quantities are being divided, so they do not have the dimensional formula. Poisson's ratio is again a ratio of lateral strain to the longitudinal strain, means change in diameter per unit original diameter, change in length per unit original length. Both the strains do not have the dimensional formula, so how can the Poisson ratio have the dimension formula. One thing should be kept noted, that exponents and logarithmic units, if you're going to operate, such as sound, the intensity of sound is in logarithmic units, so they do not have the dimensional formula. Thermodynamical constant gamma is defined as the specific heat at constant pressure to the specific heat at constant volume. Specific heat upon specific heat, their dimensional formula will get cancelled, so gamma do not have the dimensional formula. Mechanical equivalent of heat, Joule's mechanical equivalent of heat means heat produced per unit work done. Heat is a form of energy. Work has the same dimensional formula of energy, so they do not have the dimensional formula. Let us discuss now gravitational sum of the constants. First is gravitational constant. You know it by Newton's law of gravitation. F is equal to gm1 m2 by r square. So g is the gravitational constant, fr square by m1 m2. So m get cancelled with the m, so this is the dimension formula for gravitational constant. Then force constant or spring constant, it is known by Hooke's law, F is equal to kx. More you stretch the spring, more is the force, more must be the more force applied. So k is equal to f by x, so this is the dimensional formula. L get cancelled with the L. Stephen's constant, this is defined as energy is equal to sigma T power 4, where T is the temperature, where this E do not stand for only energy but energy per unit area per unit time. First calculate E. Okay, ml square T minus 2 divided by L square T. I got the formula mt minus 3. So sigma will be equal to E by T4, E mt minus 3 divided by, let us say the dimension formula of temperature is theta. So this is mt minus 3 theta minus 4. Boltzmann constant K, it is equal to E is equal to 3 by 2 kT from kinetic theory of gases. T stands for temperature, K is Boltzmann constant, E is energy here. So K is equal to 2E divided by 3T. 2 and 3 are counting number. They do not have the dimension formula. Energy ml square T minus 2 divided by theta. Theta is the dimension formula for temperature. So this is the answer. Gas constant R. Again from ideal gas equation, P is equal to nRT. T stands for temperature, P pressure, and V volume. Pressure ml minus 1 T minus 2, as I have already discussed. Volume, length, breadth, time, L cube. N mole. R we have to find out, and T temperature. Let us say it has dimension formula theta. So this will be the dimension formula for what? Gas constant. Wien's constant, lambda T is equal to B. Lambda wavelength, T temperature. Lambda wavelength, T temperature. B is equal to L theta. Then solar constant, it is the amount of energy received per unit area per unit time by the sun on our earth. So energy has the dimension formula ml square T minus 2 divided by area L square T. So I got the dimension formula mt minus 3. Next is the coefficients. Coefficient of linear expansion is defined as change in length per unit original length per unit change in temperature. Change in length and length both have same dimension formula. So I got the dimension formula of theta minus 1 only. Here theta is a temperature. If it is areal expansion or it is cubical expansion, the dimension formula is same, because in areal expansion it is a change in area per unit temperature, and for cubical expansion it is change in volume per unit volume, original volume per unit temperature. So area get cancelled with the area, volume get cancelled with the volume. So same dimensional formula I am getting. Coefficient of friction is, again I have defined, it is a ratio of forces. So no dimensional formula. You can write here 1 m naught L naught T naught. Coefficient of thermal conduction. Generally the energy transferred is depending upon the area, then temperature difference, then the time for what the heat is being applied, and it depends upon the thickness. Okay, so thickness is, let us say, D. So finally I got the formula E is equal to energy transferred. This is the heat energy transferred, depends upon the coefficient of thermal conduction, that is the proportionality constant, area, then this one temperature difference, this is the time, and this is thickness. After cross multiplying all these things, I got the dimension formula. Put the dimension formula energy, thickness, area, temperature, time. You got the dimension formula mLT minus 3 theta minus 1. Coefficient of viscosity can be calculated by well-known formula, Stokes formula. Eta stands for coefficient of viscosity, r radius, Vt terminal velocity, F is the force, 6 pi do not have the dimensional formula. Cross multiply, you will get the dimension formula equal to ml minus 1 t minus 1. There are some gradients which are also oftenly used, such as temperature gradient. If you find any gradient, simply divide by the quantity with the displacement. So if it is temperature gradient, it is a ratio of temperature divided by displacement, theta by L, theta L minus 1. If it is pressure gradient, pressure per unit length, pressure ml minus 1 t minus 2 divided by L. Velocity gradient divided by length. Okay, so this is all about the dimensional formula.